It was a tense day in the courtroom with vexing testimony from a member of the Independent Investigations Office. Details came to light of contradictory evidence yesterday, which has led to calls for a review of the IIO report on the case. That report and the function of the IIO in the inquest came under fire this morning.
A 10-member team from the IIO arrived on the scene in Pineview roughly 5 hours after Greg Matters had been shot and killed by members of an emergency response team on September 10, 2012. Robin Stutt told the jury a hatchet had been retrieved at the scene. He testified he could not say how far the hatchet had been found from Matters' body, but did testify it had neither Matters' fingerprints or DNA. The 8-month IIO investigation and the public report that followed then came under fire when the family's lawyer was told the inclusion of that report and its results would not be put to the jury.
I am frustrated. I've been to too many of these coroner's inquests into police-involved fatalities. I would like never to have to do another one on behalf of a family in these circumstances. And one of the frustrations inherent in doing this work is that, for example, we probe the circumstances of an ERT deployment in a remote part of British Columbia. The whole thing seemed completely unnecessary.
For Greg's sister, the testimony that Matters was shot twice in the back and not in the chest, as the IIO found, is telling.
There are a lot of gaps, holes, and inconsistencies in the public report. The biggest discrepancy is the fact that Mr. Rosenthal reported that Greg had been shot twice in the chest, and that there was no criminal charges to be laid.
Lobby groups are calling on the IIO to reconsider its investigation into the Matters case. Tracy Matters says there are too many inconsistencies.
I think it's skating on very, very, very thin ice. I think it's lost a lot of public confidence, and to regain confidence, it's going to have to do a complete 180-degree turnaround.
The family's lawyer says there is a case to be made to have the report as part of the inquest.
The family has grave concerns about its completeness, its thoroughness, and its conclusion. And my view, which hasn't found favor in the inquest process, is that this coroner's jury of people off the street should be permitted to make recommendations directed towards that new institution, perhaps for its improvement.
With Robin Stutt's testimony now complete, the lawyers will submit suggested recommendations to the coroner before the jury gets to work. Cheryl Jan, CKPG News.